the first 10 days back, I basically wasn't hiding. I felt embarrassed. Good morning, New York City. I am here at the West Side tennis courts. And me and my girlfriends, we're just trying to play some tennis. Tell me how, it's a 3-hour wait. Playing tennis in New York is very expensive and not very accessible. Thank you.
Outfit. This is my paddle, and this is my purple Oala. Do I go in? Hi, Julia's friends. These are Julia's balls. This is my racket, and this is my Oala. Hi, my name is Yuan. This is my pet. And this is my Oala. Bye!
The last time I was in New York, it was still snowing, and now we're finally transitioning into some warmer weather, so I thought that would be the perfect time to switch over to some new sheets. These are from Epdom, and I'd like to thank Epdom for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I recently upgraded my bedding setup with their organic bamboo satin sheets and duvet cover. I got the duvet cover in slate blue and the sheets in oatmeal. The blue is very calming and elegant and adds a nice pop of color to my room. They're also incredibly soft and cooling. If you're a hot sleeper, you have to try these. The fitted sheet has snug all around elastic and little long/short side labels, which makes putting it on so much easier. And the duvet cover has ties on the inside, so your insert actually stays in place. Small details, but they make a huge difference. Inside the duvet cover, I've been using their mulberry silk filled duvet insert. It's handmade and filled with mulberry silk, which naturally helps regulate temperature, so you stay cozy without overheating. It comes in 4 weight options and 3 shell options, and I actually took their online quiz to find the best one for me. Honestly, I was not expecting to notice such a big difference. The sheets are incredibly soft, and the duvet has this cloud-like feel that makes my bed feel so much more luxurious. The new bedding from Epdom genuinely made coming back home and resetting in New York City feel a little more comforting, so if you're looking to upgrade your sleep setup, make sure to check out the link in my description box below. Sake from Japan. My friend got this for me as a little gift. For the past week being back in New York, all I've been doing is eating or ordering out because my fridge has been empty, and also just adjusting back to the time difference has been hard. It always is. So now I'm finally starting to cook again. I'm going to meal prep some food for the upcoming week. I'm making some miso salmon, some corn and carrot soup, veggies, marinated quail eggs. Honestly, I am someone that can eat the same meal for, I want to say my max is like a week, but then afterwards I gotta switch it to something else. let's assemble a quick lunch. Last night I finished making this soup. I let it cool and then I froze it in a super cube. I love freezing food because it just lasts a lot longer, and I'm also just one person, so usually when I cook it's really hard to just cook one portion, so I really rely on my freezer. So it looks like this, and you can just pop it out. This was my first time freezing soup, and I feel like it didn't freeze that well. Maybe I need to leave it in for a little longer. I also have some leftover rice that I made a couple days ago, so I froze it too, and then I just popped it out of the cubes and put it in a little bag. So the rice freezes quite well. Into the microwave it goes. Marinated the miso salmon overnight along with the soy sauce quail eggs, and I also have some addictive cabbage. Wow. Savory but at the same time sweet, and it's just so soaked with flavor. Honestly, it was so much prep. Like, I cooked for a couple hours, but definitely worth it. Aside of my immediate family, I didn't tell anyone when I was coming back to New York. I just gave like a tentative month, but I didn't really tell them exactly when. And it's funny because the day that I landed and the moment that I got home, one of my friends just happened to be on Find My Friends and they saw my location, so they messaged me in the group chat and was just like, "Oh, Julia, you're back already?" And honestly, I didn't reply to that message for a couple of days. For the first 10 days back, I basically wasn't hiding. It started off with me just walking around running errands and thinking to myself like, why am I back here? Haha. And then it slowly pented up to me on my couch one day, literally like crashing out, like crying. And it's obviously not because I hate being back here in New York. I love New York. New York will forever be my home, my favorite city in the world. But I think being back here made me realize that I actually haven't really made a lot of progress on my gap year journey. Reflecting back, there is a sense of escapism when I was in China because I felt like I was very productive there, but in all the ways that I'm not really sure if they contributed to like my work goals specifically for my gap year. So over there, I definitely was able to spend so much time with my parents. That is the number one thing on my list for this gap year. And there are a lot of really good things that came out of that time as well, where I really focused on my health. I exercised so much. I haven't felt this in shape and healthy and clear-minded in a very long time. Then there are the other things where I feel like I haven't really made progress on social media and my startup. The startup has been way more difficult than I expected it to be. Honestly, I was just so naive to think that it wouldn't be a hard journey building something of your own, especially like a tech tool. And this is my third iteration of this tool over the course of 4 years. I don't know why I thought that it would be easier this time around versus like 2 years ago versus 4 years ago. I'm definitely better equipped and I'm smarter and I have more experience to do the thing, but doing the thing is still really hard. I feel like when I left, I had this whole narrative I was very public about. I'm leaving to chase my dreams, and I didn't really feel that loss of identity just yet because I was going somewhere else. I was going to a place where not a lot of people knew me. It was just a new experience, new place. Everything was fun and shiny. And then now I'm coming back. I think I'm really going through this identity loss where, okay, like all of my friends have a 9-to-5, they're progressing in their career, and I'm actually coming back and I feel like I'm the same person 10 weeks later. How I described it to someone was like, if you guys ever watch Naruto, it's kind of like Naruto leaving his village, telling the villager's like, hey, I'm gonna go do something great and be someone great. And then he goes off, he comes back, and everyone's like cheering, you know, because he's made it. But for me, I left the village to pursue my dreams. 2 weeks later, I come back to the village and I've accomplished nothing. Obviously, it's not like nothing. I've been doing stuff, but just not enough for me to feel very proud of it. So why I was avoidant for the first week or two that I've been back was because I felt embarrassed. One of my friends is reading this book called Thinking in Bets by Annie Duke, and I read that a couple years ago. I actually really do like the book. She's a poker player, and one of the first chapters talk about how we kind of deem success based off of the results and not evaluate it based off of the journey. They were reading the book and they just kind of reminded me about that. And I was like, oh shit, you're right. And this is a concept that I've known, and I think a lot of us do know theoretically, but when we're in the thick of it, it's so easy to just look at the results and say like, oh my gosh, I'm a failure. But I'm trying to remind myself that I'm not, and yes, trying to be more grateful and appreciative of the journey. I wish this catch-up session was a little bit more positive, but life is full of ups and downs, right? And sometimes I just want to talk to you all so that I can rant. Sometimes I just want to let you in on my thoughts in my life and to showcase that the journey isn't always rainbows. It's been a struggle. Like, I think everyone has been expecting my gap year to be really fun and just really nice and relaxing, but it hasn't been. Like, I'm so stressed. My friend Yuan got us tickets. I didn't know they did watch parties at MSG. So apparently, like, when the Knicks have an away game, sometimes they'll host people in the arena. You can get tickets on their website through Ticketmaster for $10, and you just all kind of watch on the big screen is what I'm assuming together, but apparently it's a vibe. So we're gonna go support the Knicks today. And Yuan and I also got matching hats. I got the orange one and she got the blue one. So this is the fit. Let's go Knicks.
$10 all sides.
Go Knicks!